Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. Mel, hello. Thanks so much for joining today. Happy Wednesday. I hope it's been a solid week for you. It's been, oh my god, I can't believe it's already the end of March. Where'd the time go? I sincerely cannot believe that this Friday is April 1st, and I have this like semi-large project that I need to finish before Friday. It's actually a video, so it's I don't know. I'm dusting myself off. I got a new computer that can actually run like video editing and stuff like that. So, am I excited for Calgary? I'm excited. I'm nervous. I don't even know. So like, I took a look at my calendar, and basically starting April, every other weekend, it's going to be me traveling or it's going to be an event. So mid-April, I'm going down to LA for a special event of some sort, and then I'm back for like a week. To, I guess, con prep or whatever, and then end of April, I'm off to Calgary for Calgary Expo, and then I come back, and then what's after April? May, and then the first weekend of May is not only Mother's Day, but I also have a local event, like a small little pop-up, and then mid-May, will be back in Calgary for Odafest, and then after I come back, I think there's something else. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just like looking at my calendar. I'm just like, my soul is leaving my body because I did not expect all this to fall into place like this. So you're just slacking, not busy at all. Scrim. So, and then obviously when I come back from Odafest, the 1st of June is what I'm hoping to be Puglie Palooza. Like what I'm absolutely hoping to. Except like what Puglie Palooza needs to run on, like to start for this year, is so contingent on my manufacturing being on time and my manufacturer is like responding to me. So I'm a little bit scared because at this point it's out of my control, kind of like the response time and what's happening, and also like all of China is shut down at the moment because of the stealth Omicron. So I'm just like my soul's leaving out of my body, but I'm excited because this is all like coming together, and this is all, I don't know, like I don't have time to worry about things not working out. I just have to do it, and I just have to enjoy it, and I am, for the most part. I have to just admit that like things are out of my control, and I just gotta do the best that I can do with what's given to me. Max Black Cat, hello, thank you so much for joining again. Looking spiffy, thank you. I don't know, the weather's warming up, it's like nice and bright out, and it's not necessarily warm, but it's like, it's 11 degrees compared to 2 degrees. I think the equivalent for that for the US is like, let's see, 32 degrees is freezing for you, like it's 0 degrees for us. So I would say like it's like 80s right now here, 80s, maybe like 85s. And that's a comfortable weather for us. Is that? No, wait, no, that's too warm. I'd say you guys like, I don't know, 60s? Man, what's this Fahrenheit do? I don't even know. But, let's, sorry, like my brain just like, there's so many things I want to tell you guys. Well, first of all, I'm editing a video right now for a special event that's happening mid-April. And I am so excited to be back. I have my new computer, I set it up and everything. I'm playing with the new video editing program called DaVinci Resolve, and it's just, it's exciting to get back into it. But oh man, am I bad on camera? And live streaming is different. Live streaming is like I'm just talking. I am live. I am here and I'm responding to you guys. I'm reading your text and I can actually see myself on the screen and, you know, see if I'm making a dumb face or something. Desire Lines Games, hello. Thank you so much for joining again. But for video, especially for something like an interview, it's so hard because I need to know what I'm saying and I need to just present fluidly. I think being live, there's a little bit of a little cushion that people can expect for you know, these ums and ahs and me processing what I'm saying. But for video, it's like, yeah, I can do that and I can edit it out, but I want to be able to be much more coherent on video. And it is difficult. Even when I've prepared a script, I know what my main talking points are. Sometimes I just get tongue-tied and I have to just like stop and revisit like what it is I'm trying to say, reread my script and just do it over again. But a single sentence can take me like 4 takes and it's just so frustrating. Oh, green soy, oh my god. Please tell me how you would like your name to be pronounced, because I'm gonna mess it up every single time. Hello, long time no see. Green Sui? I am so confused. please, just say Sui. Alright, perfect. Sui, thank you so much for coming back. Hope you've been doing well. I hope all of you have been having a great week so far. But yeah, I'm excited about being back into video editing. And I think overall, just this week has been, like last week, I talked about just how devastated I was. There was a lot of bad news, like the week before. It was just bad news bears all around. Like my girlfriend got just really bad food poisoning. I found out that the company that I've been licensing to, that I've worked with so closely for the last like couple of years, is just not exhibiting at conventions anymore. It's just a big business hit for me in Puglie. I have to deal with that. And honestly, I feel like I've forgotten what the third point was. Oh yeah, and like my art being stolen by like an NFT artist, and it was just a whole thing. So that was my week previously. But I just wanna thank all of you for, I don't know, being here last week on stream and listening to my bad news bears and my tough times, and just, I don't know, giving some good energy, giving some good feedback, and also just some kind comments or just relatable comments. Because like, even if you're lurking, I just appreciate the good energy that you bring. And this past week has just been a lot better. It's funny, I look back and, you know, I don't know if it's the therapy that has helped. I'm sure it has. I don't know if it's just something that clicked, but I had the time to wallow last week and just really take things in stride, and I just started feeling a lot better as the days progressed. Like, of course, I have deadlines looming over me. I have something that I need to finish by this Friday, and things are kind of hit the ground running from April forward. So I'm sweaty, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And I think if it was even last year, if I had received this type of news last year, I think I would have absolutely just like crumbled. Like I would have just like crumpled over and fetal positioned on the floor, because it was a lot. Last year and even the year previously was a lot. And I would even say any prior years. I just don't think I was in the best mental headspace. I wasn't in the healthiest possible way emotionally and mentally, and I think in my moment right now, I am surprisingly very positive and surprisingly very I don't know, just optimistic about the future, even if it's so uncertain, even if I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm grateful that I'm in this like much better headspace, and I'm so grateful that all of you are here, not only to support me, but I don't know. It's weird to say like witness me, but I hope in some way or another, just me rambling on about this stuff. I don't know. It inspires you to maybe, if you were ever hesitant about looking for a therapist or someone to talk to, like don't. It might take some work. Like this has been advice that I've heard from plenty of my friends, which is sometimes it takes some time to shop around for a therapist to really jive with you, to really connect with you. I got really lucky that I think my first therapist just happened to click really well with me. But I don't know, if you need a sign, like this is your sign, go and get the help that you deserve. Like we all need help sometime or another, but just because you need it doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you are, a failure of a person or anything of that. It just means, that you deserve this energy and this help and this dedication to you. And you should feel worthy enough to receive it and to be better than you are today. So if you need a sign, this is it. But otherwise, just, I don't know. I'm taking things one day at a time, but each and every one of these days are bright, and I'm looking forward to them. I say I'm looking forward to them, and yet I have a deadline coming up, and I'm just like, I need more time. But I got some fun things to unbox with you, and let's head on over because it is suddenly 3 a.m. and there's nothing to watch on TV, and we are going to the shopping channel. Hello. One easy payment of $9.99 or more with shipping and handling. We are going to unbox these sticker sheets that I got a couple days ago. But first, there's more. Let me take a sip. Oh, that is nice. I have a slightly edited marquee just of some information that you might be interested in, like upcoming conventions that I am confirmed for. I got some OMG new sticker sheets, and I got the reminder that my sticker society now offers a one-time payment. So if subscription isn't for you and you just want to treat yourself to once this month and you want to get some exclusive designs and some cute designs, be the top for it, I now offer them as a one-time payment, so you can just treat yourself maybe once in a while. Because I know, like, subscription services, though they are cheaper and, like, that's the perk of it, right? Like, if you subscribe, you get to save a decent chunk of money. I get that sometimes that commitment can be really hard to, commit to, because in this day and age, in this uncertain time of the world, you never really know where you're going to be at. So it's completely understandable if you can't subscribe to it. But again, if you want to treat yourself, a one-time payment, that's all there is. Oh! Okay, wait, first of all, oh man. Okay, I had asked for some samples from my manufacturer because I want to see what they're capable of, like what they can do, and I'm pretty excited to check out what they sent me. But first, 105 pieces. Oh man, you're too sweet. All right, let me try to open this up so I can show you guys this without all the packaging. But this is saran wrapped pretty good. Skizzes. I need skizzes. But yeah, if you guys wanted to share how your week has been, if it's been a good one, if it's been a tough one, feel free to type in chat. You know, we're always open to sharing and caring. Alright, I think I got it. Because, yeah, I think, like, objectively, it's not like anything particularly good happened in my week. I can't say that. It's things have been trucking along, and things that are supposed to come to fruition are. But it's not necessarily like I got some really great news or something. But what helped so much is just my mental state being in a much better position. That even if things are just going okay, like it's my day-to-day, I look forward to it. I just wanna... these turned out so good. So first sticker sheet is the Puglie sticker sheets. These are part of the April Sticker Society offerings, and it's Puglie. Oh, look at him. He's so dumb. I love him so much. Oh, man. It's so good, and the finish is so nice. I love it. Love it so much. Oh, there goes the packaging. Alright, that's one. Alright, let's see what else is good. Ah! If your own merch doesn't make you squeal, like, maybe something's not right. Oh my god. I can't believe I made sticker sheets of these, but... Okay, these are the Puglie beanies. This is the exclusive design for the April Sticker Society, and it's just these like goofy beanie Puglies that I drew just on Procreate on my iPad. It's kind of that practice where like you draw a blob and then you kind of make use of what that shape is. And it's just like tag yourself, like, oh, what kind of bean are you? Misaki Alolo, thank you so much for joining again. Oh man, this turned out so good. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Alright, let's see what's up next. I should put these stacks. There we go. So these, okay, so outside of the Sticker Society designs, a big chunk of these I'm planning for Puglie-palooza, which I hope with all my power I'm gonna make it happen, because, you know, at some point I'm just at the behest of my manufacturers in terms of having merch come in time, but I'm really hoping that everything will come in time and I can launch Puglie-palooza the way I want it, as an introduction to something that I think is going to be super exciting. But, alright, let's see. Oh, look at him! Oh, the cut line is so nice. So we have the Puglie day-to-day stickers, and it's just like, Little Beanies, Tower 22, hello, thank you so much for joining. We have the day-to-day Puglie stickers. These will be released for Puglie-palooza, and it's just, you know, Puglie doing his day-to-day, like payday, the day when you realize you don't have a whole lot of money left in your bank account and you're waiting for the next payday, because we like that. You know, shopping with your best friend, cleaning, laundry day, cooking, a meal prep day, important day, dishwashing day, and workout days. And what I really love that I guess I just decided to figure out now is if I have some extra space between Puglies, I just try to fit in like a little icon sticker, just something to, I don't know, pad it and make it a little bit more worth it in a way. Merch? Yes, Bex Black Cat. New merch. New merch that is hopefully coming in the coming months. Oh man. I think, so here's the thing, when it comes to releases online, like the online store, I will have dedicated waves or launches and stuff, because I always like either grouping up all my new releases into, a group, and then like having them all launch at the same time, so then people can grab all the new items at once. Or if I want to do a theme, like, like it's a summer theme, so here are all the summer related items. Like, that's how I like to organize my stuff. But when it comes to conventions, it's almost like conventions are a special thing. Like, you get first dibs on these items if you come visit me at a convention. It also just makes sense because I have all this stuff, so I might as well get started in spreading the love. Aww. So this is the floaty Puglies. They are an update to this design because my previous floaty Puglies they looked a little bit off. I don't want to say like off, but it's... Sorry, hold on. Let me just triple check. Oh yeah, there we go. Like, I don't know. It seems like I've gotten better at drawing Puglie in the last 2 years. So I decided to do a little update, and I'm just so happy with how he turned out. Like, just his neck rolls, his fat folds, his roundness just has gotten so much better. And like I said before, I just try to pad out my sticker sheets now so that they're more worth it. So, you can add these little, like, emblems, little speech bubbles, a little poo to, I don't know, your journals or whatever you want to decorate with. Alright, and last but not least, this is another Puglie Palooza release. And let me make sure I don't stab myself in the face. Oh! Sui, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you enjoy your food, your work, or your potential existential crisis. Alright, now last but not least, to kind of go hand in hand with the day-to-day, is the Puglie That's a Mood. So these sticker sheets are, they're 4x6, the stickers are about like 1 to 1.5 inch each, and it's just, Puglie having a mood on a day-to-day. There's the little attentive one, there's the happy one, there's one where you have a deadline, or you're rushing, or you need to save the date. There's some stressful ones, anxious ones, just some boring ones, and some sad ones. But, it's what day-to-day is. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, you got your day-to-day chores, and then you got your moods. And these two sticker sheets, plus the update to the floating one, this one is going to be released for Puglie Palooza. And I'm really hoping that what I have planned is going to make it in time so that all this can come together. And while this is happening, and again, these two sticker sheets are for the April Sticker Society offerings. So the Puglies will be offered after April 1st, just for like general shopping, and this is the exclusive design. If you are part of the Sticker Society, this will be offered in the Cult Vault. So then you can get this at a discounted price just by being a member of the Sticker Society. Alright, let me leave these guys out here, but I will pack these back in so I can organize them a little later. There we go. I'm gonna just put him back on the ground behind me. Alright, let's get to what we need to do today, but also first, let me show you guys, this was what we were working on last week, this Oda Fest charity poster, and this is the final rendition. Like, this is the file that I sent over, what they signed off on, and I am really happy with how this turned out. I gave them a couple of options, in terms of like background design of like the yo-yo, and also if like Seth was gonna wear a belt or not. But they ended up choosing this, and I couldn't be happier. It turned out great. Thank you so much. I'm so happy this turned out, and I am sincerely hoping, like, this poster is supposed to be in an auction for charity. So I am super hoping that people appreciate, like, my little idiots, and that they'll bid a decent amount so that we can do some good, you know? We can do some good in this world. It's so cute, Mel. Thank you so much. Just look at him. You know, you got Aurora, like, bouncing into the yo-yo and Seth bouncing up, and you got Gabriel just pulling the yo-yo. It's, I don't know, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and just my own, I guess, like, idea, my own concept, working out like this. But today, we are working on the thing that I am hoping is going to make it in time for Puglie Palooza. So, I think a couple weeks back, I told you guys about, oh my god, wait, Puglie, you're going to table there? I'll be tabling there too. Qberry, hello, yes, I am going to be tabling there. I can't wait to meet you. Did we get our table, number yet? Did we get a map? Did we get a map? Oh no. I guess I'll find out. Where I am. But yes, I will be tabling there, and I can't wait to see you there. I think for the most part, I am soloing, so I might be stuck behind my table for most of the con, but one way or another, I'm gonna find my way to walk around. I'll definitely have to stop by. I know we haven't talked much. Also hope you've been well. Thank you so much. I hope to catch up with you there then. Oh, Quantinator, fancy seeing you here. Popping in quickly to say fancy seeing you here, Quan. If you need to head out, don't worry, but thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. I think your mic is doing a weird cracking thing. Every once in a while, I hear a little pop crackle. Oh, maybe, am I just speaking too loudly? Hold on, let me reduce myself a little bit. Maybe I'm just like blasting my mic. You guys, let me know if you guys still hear a pop crackle. I thought it was my headphones too. Alright, let me know if you stop popping your chest. Is it me? Is it? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it is. I think it might be my mic hitting the pin on my shirt. You still hear it? Can you still hear it now? Can you still hear it now that I'm just normally talking? And is the music too loud? Maybe the pin. Okay, maybe it is the pin. I wish I had like a proper mic. It's normal now, and the music is good. Thank you all so much. Alright, Mako, you're gonna need to come out for a little bit. Once I figure out where Mako is. Oh, there you are. Come on, little guy. Because I don't trust this earphone not hitting it. Wow, how well did I put it in here? Alright, I guess we'll figure it out. But I'll try not to move as much, and Mako, you just stay here and try not to disrupt the mic. Let's see. I know there are Van local artists that will be at Odafest, so hopefully you can get a friend to watch for a second. I mean, I'm sure if I need the help, like, Odafest staff is so kind. Like, they regularly have volunteers and the staff members walking around artist alleys, like, making sure you're okay, if you're hydrated and stuff, and if you need a bathroom break. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, they are just an amazing convention. So I'm sure if I really need an emergency, like, I can definitely flag down someone for help. But yeah, it's nice that there's always like a friendly face just there and understanding that this is the con life. I can imagine this being a taco truck or an ice cream truck. So, um, here's the thing. Here's what I'm working on. A couple weeks back, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys about my dream of creating these box sets, these curated sets of Puglie merchandise. So, for example, like, say, for example, that taco truck idea, right? What if I did a whole, like, Mexican night Puglie set? So it's like tacos, burritos, maybe that hot sauce you really love, and this entire theme of the box is just everything that has to do with like Mexican culture, foods, life, all that stuff. And it's just all curated and organized into this box. Well, I've thought long and hard about it because one, at this very moment, I don't have like the absolute freedom to just like, you know, spend my money willy-nilly making all the things that I want. I have to be smart and I have to be resourceful with how I use my resources. But not only that, as you guys know, I love theming things. Like the whole point of creating Puglie and the things that I do is based off of making themes or series or stories. If it's a story and a theme, all the better. So I decided that for these box sets, like literal boxes that are just all packaged already and, you know, will be sold at cons or shipped to you straight up, I want my theme and like almost this inspiration for this box, why things are curated. Your pin is smacking. Alright, Mako, let's figure you out. This is a bad time to have cut my nails, huh? Because I can't get a grip. But yeah, I figured a great time or a great theme to why all this is put together, why all this is curated, is because Puglie owns a little food truck. It doesn't even have to be a food truck. It's called the Poot Truck because it's just whatever Puglie's adventure is. It's like his little like adventure bus. So on these boxes, I'm going to design this truck to be there, and it's going to be a generic truck, like something that is Puglie themed, but I'm gonna have stickers made instead so that the sticker itself is dedicated to what is actually, you know, the theme that's in the box. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna send you guys on a little ad break while I figure this out because I can't seem to get a grip on my pin. But Peggy, thank you so much for letting me know. I'll be right back in hopefully 30 seconds. Alright. That took longer than 30 seconds. I just decided to change. I literally just cut my nails yesterday, and I cut them down like right to the skin. It sounds painful, but I just cut them down really short because nails usually get in the way, and I could not get a grip of my pin. So here I am. I do that too. Oh, Mel, thank you. Thank you. Like, once your nails get too long and you're, like, typing or, like, you do anything, yeah, it feels uncomfortable. So I usually just get them, like, right down to like, the shortest it can be. But joke's on me, because now I can't grip anything that I need tiny, tiny fingers for. Your phone or anything, yeah, absolutely. If only this was a Puglie ad. Oh, man, if only. How do I submit to Twitch? Like, please play Puglie ads. Alright, so this is what we're working on. A couple things that I want to fix up. Hey Viv, thanks so much for lurking. One, because this truck is going to, I need to make space for a sticker to dedicate to, like, what the theme of the box set is. I'm gonna need to fix up this truck a little bit by extending the window a little bit. Additionally, I need to fix Puglie. Because just when I first drew this, he was completely fine, or at least I thought he was completely fine. And then when I flip him the other way, I realized he's looking a little bit wonkier than usual. So I'm gonna redraw him, fix him up a little bit, and we'll go from there. I bite them off. Okay, sometimes I do that too, but when I realize that they're long enough for me to like gnaw on and bite off, it's like, okay, this isn't like a good habit, and so I cut them off. I blipped out for a second. Did you see my threat in chat? Wait, hold on, one sec. Let me go up there. This is a threat. I will buy enough Puglie merch that you can get whatever stream upgrades that you want and or need. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Like, at this, I mean, even if I get stream upgrades or like the hardware for it, I don't even know if my MacBook will be able to handle it. I mean, there's now a great potential that my second computer, the one that I use for video editing, might be good for a streaming machine, maybe, but like, it's also contingent on me getting a webcam and things for it, and I'm fine with my setup. I'm a-okay with my setup. But Misaki, thank you so much for that appreciation. Alright, while I'm fixing this, while I kind of get into it, how have all of you been? Like, are you, for those of you that are just, like, lurking about, I mean, you don't have to answer because you're lurking, but, like, are you just working on stuff right now? Are you eating? Are you working on some homework, or just sitting down and chilling? How's your week been? And is there anything you're looking forward to? Oh, I got a funny story. So, or not necessarily funny. Last weekend, when I was so devastated with all the news that I was experiencing, like, all the business news, the art being stolen news, all that, it was just a rough week. And it was a Tuesday. Yes, it was a Tuesday. And hello, B. Thank you so much for being here. How have you been? Okay, so, I was participating in dance class, right? And Dan was a little bit late. And he invited me back into his Discord. And then he was saying that, like, you were streaming Elden Ring. So then I went to check your stream, but you were just working on, like, Elden Ring art. Also, he was, like, late to class because he was playing Elden Ring with Vince and Matt. So we were just watching him play for a little bit. But I hope you've been doing well. I hope the con scene has been treating you super well. But yeah, so it was a Tuesday, and I had to take, like, just a little checkup blood test. And at the clinic, I was just so tired of the week already that when the nurse came and was preparing, and I get nervous about needles. I really don't like watching me get a blood test. And so I try to distract myself by having a conversation with the nurse. And usually the nurses are pretty chatty or talkative, or they're just very attentive to like how the patient is feeling, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that's nervous about needles. And sorry, just gonna double check that this is in line. Perfect. But my nurse wasn't like she seemed to be having a pretty, I don't know, just like not necessarily a rough day, but it didn't seem like she was having a great day so far. Like she's just swamped and really busy and everything. And I didn't know what to say to her. So I just asked like, so you got any plans for the weekend? And she was so like, she had absolutely no idea how to respond to me. Like it almost seemed like she was glitching, where she was like, the weekend, the weekend? Didn't the week just start? I mean, isn't it just Tuesday? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but like, man, it's already been a tough week. And she just kept repeating like with an upward inflection, like the weekend? Like should I have plans for the weekend for now? And I'm just like, I don't know what to say to you, man. And this entire time when she was so flabbergasted that I asked her about her weekend, she was done the blood test. So I was like, well, all right, this is another conversation. I hope you have a good weekend when it comes then. Alright, catching up on chat. I think a stand mic, Yeti, would be fine with your laptop. That's $200 worth of Puglie merch. How could I say no to that? Don't worry about it. It's not even, so at this point, it's actually not even, my MacBook's capabilities. It's the lack of USB and or audio ports that I have, which I assume the Yeti mic will plug into where my earphones are, so, I mean, that works out, but at this time, I just gotta be really resourceful. I'm just finishing up work, and I am sleepy. I mean, it's 4 p.m. naps. Post-work, I know so many people that take post-work naps. I just cannot, because if I do, it messes up my already messed up sleep schedule. So I just have to be strong and like wait until a normal sleep time, which never happens. I'm slacking today, not streaming because I have a headache. No. Have you been staying hydrated? Have you been eating? Like, come on, V. I gotta ask you these questions. Have you like at least rested, taken some Tylenol, like stayed hydrated, get that Pedialyte? Which, by the way, I have to say, I tried Pedialyte for the first time. I don't know if Pedialyte is, no, you guys have it in the States. Pedialyte, for those of you who don't know, is like this electrolyte drink. It's meant for people that are, of course, dehydrated and they need an extra boost of hydration. The drinks always look good because it was colored orange, and it was like fruit punch flavor. So like, oh yeah, I like fruit punch. And then I discovered, now that I have a big bottle of it, that it tastes like feet. Which, honestly, I don't know why I'm surprised by, because like Pocari Sweat and all those kind of electrolyte drinks are just like, they're extra salty because that's how electrolytes get to you, question mark. And I don't know, I'm just surprised. I was pretty excited to try out Pedialyte for that extra hydration, and then it turns out it just tastes like feet, and it was not good. But now if I need the hydration, I have it. Alright, let's see, what is my brush? And why do you look like this? Okay, solid. Oh, I changed the whole group to 15%. Okay, that makes sense. So I just need this to be down here. this to be a lower opacity, and let's fix Puglie. Hey Huge, I actually have a question that you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but any tips or advice for doing a convention for the first time? Oh, ooh, let's see, like, where do I begin? Start small. By start small, I don't mean, like, you know, get down on yourself as if, like, you're not gonna succeed or anything, but, like, it's okay to be resourceful and that you don't have, like, all the best display things figured out. I would say one of the biggest advice I would give to any convention artist is to be resourceful. Like, check dollar stores, check thrift stores, check Daisos and Umomos and stuff like that. Just check these places, because you don't need, like, fancy acrylic stands or, like, what else? Like wooden panels or anything, like, or like a really fancy tablecloth or anything. Honestly, a lot of the stuff that you can, you know, tape together, glue together to make it look nice, you can get from the dollar store. And till this day, I still do. I do a lot of my things, like, almost DIY. I look for things cheap, and then I just, I don't know, figure it out as I go. Alternatively, just, like, let's see, tips or advice for doing, bring a water bottle for sure. That's definitely, stay hydrated. Bring snacks. You might not be able to eat them as you go, but it's always safe to have them. Wear comfortable shoes. Actually, well, okay, this is dependent. So, for me, I personally stand behind my table at every convention. Like, no matter how long the convention is, I'll sneak a sit if it's, like, slow, but my, the thing that I always stand by is standing. And this is wholly subjective to how you want to, come across, I guess. But for me, I stand because I like talking to people at eye level. Even, like, I'm like 5'3". Like, I'm not talking at eye level to anyone. But, like, it's almost like, for me, standing, it's like a form of, I don't know, just being equal to the person that's standing literally in front of me. And if I'm sitting, I just don't feel like I'm giving them the attention that they deserve. But that's wholly a personal thing. Like, that's me with my weird, I don't know, brain chemistry and what I think is important or not. So if you're the type to stand, if you want to be standing, please bring comfortable shoes. It matters so much. I think I just glanced real quick that Piano Bandit says sanitizer. Yes, please bring sanitizer. Even pre-pandemic, sanitizer is so important. And you know, let me catch up on chat a little bit, and then let's see what other people have said, and let's see what else I can add on. Artist life be like, what's a weekend? I know, like, I mean, the only reason I know what a weekend is because, like, my girlfriend, you know, wants to go on dates and wants to, you know, chill together, so that's the only semblance of structure that I have. Otherwise, like, you know, we're just working throughout the entire week. There's no days, it's just everything blends together. Lack of USB ports, the enemy of us all. I know, like, I already have a USB port extender. I have a USB port extender for my MacBook, and then I have a second USB port extender just for USBs for, like, charging and stuff. Work makes me sleepy now because I've gone from Starbucks work to doing desk job stuff. I gotta get up and move more. I totally get you, especially if your desk job doesn't offer, like, a standing table. Yeah, it's all about just moving your legs. I miss laptops having a bunch of USB ports. yeah, like, now these new laptops, because they're supposed to be slim and light and everything, they just cut out the USB ports, and it's like, what's the point of this? And even, like, with Apple forcing USB-C to become a thing, you have to get a dongle adapter for most of the tech that you have that is USB, like, still the normal USB. It's stupid. I found out that my monitor has 2 USB ports and my keyboard has a USB port. Blessed. Yeah, like, I think, some of my keyboards have USB ports, and yeah, but the monitor that I have right now for my iMac has 3 USB ports in the back, so blessed. I'm doing self-care today, hopefully feel better by tomorrow. I hope so too. That's a good note to make, saves a lot of money. Yeah, like, as you develop, how should I say this? What you think your brand is, and like once you get into conventioning, you're going to realize kind of like how that plays into your brand, how you want to represent yourself, not only yourself as a person, but also your art, how that's tied together, and also how you are going to adapt if you need to travel. Like, say you want to go to, for Vancouver, to convention, or if you end up going to the States, or if you end up going, like, across the world to convention, you're going to have to figure out how your convention setup is going to work. Like, if you're going to have a convention setup that's only for local conventions because, that's where all your fancy stuff is, you don't have to worry about shipping it, versus, like, something that's more portable, and going across the world with it. But for now, I would say don't worry too much about that. Like, don't think too far ahead about that, because what you need to tackle is your first convention, and it's going to be fun, and it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to get super fancy things for it. Look at your suitcase travel space very carefully. Remember that both your display and merch has to come with you, so starting small is also less stress on the brain. Bring portable batteries for your phone and any card readers you may bring. Yeah, make sure to charge your phone and card readers before, like, the night before, and also bring, like, portable charger. Just doing a convention once will teach you so much. Just don't go too hard on your first con. Yes, like what Cypre says, you will learn so much just by doing it. And it's like, Piano Bandit here is one of my best friends, and her and our other best friend, we started conventioning together. We shared one table between the 3 of us, and we went shopping together. We looked at things that were like, oh, maybe this would, like, be helpful and stuff, and we all pitched in together for the display and the materials. And after our first event, like, we figured so many things. Like, here's a tip. Test out your convention setup at home. So it's safe to know that most conventions give you a 6-foot long table, and then the width is usually either 2.5 feet, or if you're lucky, like 3.5 feet. But assume the worst: 6 feet long and about 2.5 wide, and just practice your setup there. And what this will show you is, one, how long it's going to take you to set up, how you're going to arrange things, and you're in the comfort of your own home. You have all the time you want to be like, oh, what if I move this, like, over here instead? And then 3, you can take pictures of your convention setup, so that when it's time for you to actually set up your table, you have reference pictures on your phone, and you know immediately, like, okay, this goes here, this is how it's gonna go, this is how I'm gonna organize things, yada yada yada. And this is literally what I do for not all my conventions, but every time I feel like I have a lot of new merchandise, or I want to, like, change up how I display things, I always do it at home. And I just do it on the floor. I do it on the floor, I take pictures of it after. But that's what me and my 2 best friends did. Kenny, hey, hello. Whoa, you are early. What is up? Did you end your stream already, or did you have stream today? I took the day off. Yes. Kenny, yes. Because... yes? Question mark? No. Huge... Kenny, I wanted the day off for you. The pain. Kenny, no. Okay, well, take it slow. Treat yourself today. Please treat yourself today. And I hope you get those taxes figured out. I'm lurking in here and can't escape Kenny. Mimi's like hiding in the darkness like, no, how did Kenny find me? Mimi, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you. And I hope you're having a great time doing whatever you're doing. But yeah, back to the point about testing conventions. Yeah, like me and my two best friends, we tested out our display at our friend's house. And we were able to, figure it out without feeling like rushed during setup time. Because here's another thing. Some conventions... they allowed you to set up the day before, so you have like tons of time to set up. And others require you to set up like before the convention starts. Like the first day of the convention, you get like an hour or two to set up. So you need to know how you're gonna do it and do it fast. You are my break. Kenny, oh my god. Well, treat yourself to some good food tonight. I mean, how much do you have left to do? Because I know from my accountant that she said GST is coming up, and she's just looking over my bookkeeping right now. And wait, no, she already figured out that I'm gonna have $30 back. Hey, so I guess she finished my GST. But yay, 30 whole dollars. It's something. Something's better than nothing. What else? Oh, wait, I think I realized I missed a message. Fair tip. I approach people's booths if they're standing, so good that you brought it up. Yeah, like, of course, everyone's, everyone's different. Like, tons of artists, like, sit down, and that's totally fine. Like, some of these artists just want to chill, like they're having a good time, and they're making like good enough sales just sitting down. It's a-okay. At the end of the day, it's all your own personal representation. Like, there's no judgment if like someone's sitting down or not, or someone's standing up. It's all about how you want yourself and your brand to come across. But yeah, it's definitely okay to sit and to sneak a sit when it's slow and just chat with friends. And especially if you're working on commissions, like, you're going to have to sit. Like, there's no one standing up and drawing. So, yeah, just have fun. Your first convention... Oh, here's a big thing. And I'm trying to word... I want to be able to word this kindly. When you're first starting conventions, have it in your heart that you are here to learn and have fun. I'm not saying that you're not going to make money, most people do, but the biggest pitfall that I've seen young artists get into is that they think conventions, because they see other artists living off of conventions and it's doable and it's also like the main of Puglie's income, they think that right off the bat that they are going to make that money just from their first convention, and they get heavily discouraged when they either don't break even or they don't make as much profit as they expected. And this can be a variety of things. Like, some people, like, speaking honestly, they just need more time with their work. You know, we grow as an artist. Even me, I am redrawing Puglie because in the span of a year, I think I've drawn Puglie better. So I'm just going back and fixing him up. Some artists just need time to grow, and that's okay. We all started somewhere. Other times, it might just be you were put into a bad spot in the convention, and that's just pure luck. Like, I have a friend, his art is great, but for like 2 years at a convention, he was put at the very back of a dark corner facing the washroom. Like, it's just a bad spot in the convention, and there's nothing he could have done about it. And otherwise, it could just be, maybe your display needs some work. Like, maybe it's not looking as clean or as clear as, it can be designed. And there's a lot of variables. But what I want young artists and first-time con-goers to really experience is the fun of a convention as an exhibitor. Like, of course, money is great. Like, we are doing conventions because, like, we need to pay the bills, but I will say this from my own personal standpoint. I would rather... Okay, this is unfair. Yes, I will still go to conventions that make a lot of money because I need to survive, but I am also willing to go to a small convention because I know that convention is fun. Either because my friends are going, or just like the attendance, like the people that go to that convention are just like a riot and they're fun to be around, or the organizers of the convention itself are just rad people. And at that point, it's not necessarily about the money. Like, perhaps I could make more money at another convention, but sometimes it's about the experience and enjoying what you're doing and the balance of that. Wait, first, I really appreciate you and others taking the time to give advice. Thank you, Huge. No worries. I mean, I'm just rambling at this point. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is actually useful to you. So, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Like, you don't have to take down everything. But I hope something clicks. And this is always a really interesting topic. Like, I do really love talking about conventions from a starting point and kind of where I am now. So if it helps anyone, yeah, I'm glad. Well, I'm happy to say Knievo is now incorporated. Kenny, congratulations! That is so exciting, and you so deserve it. But also, Kenny, this is just another incorporation account. Oh man. I'm so excited for you, but also I feel so much pain because of our bookkeeping and our accounting, and everything hurts. Alright, I'm just kind of relining the body right now because I feel like the shape of this is something I already like, so I'm just gonna... You know what, there's a little curve that I think could be better, so I will just fix that as I go. So I'm figuring out subs and donations to be used as advertisement. Oh. Kenny, I love you, and it's going to be okay. I don't even think Canada sends you to jail for tax evasion. Okay, Mimi, you have like... Okay, not saying that you have no idea in terms of like Canada does send people to jail, but like... I am financially anxious not only by spending and income and stuff like that, but I am so anxious in terms of like doing something wrong because I'm stupid. Like, I am so worried that I'm gonna be 10 cents off and the government's just gonna be like, jail, straight to jail. Like, a penny off, straight to jail. Like, and I know that's not the reality. I've talked to people in the CRA when I was setting up like my accounts and everything, and I sounded, even for some things that I wasn't sure about, the guy was just like super chill. He was just like, oh, okay, I'll just like make a note of it. It's fine. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm just like on the phone. I'm like, thank you. Like, the CRA people so far was, as my interaction has been, have been very chill and very, like, nice. They give warnings instead of just, like, straight to jail. But I am thinking I'm gonna go straight to jail. They'll put me in a dark room and make me program for them. Oh my god, Kenny, that would be the worst punishment. You in charge of upgrading the government system. Watch out for black vans along your street. If a red van pulls up, it's all over. I didn't even realize I had any Puglie merch already, but I got stickers in my advent calendar from a sticker club last year. That's so cool. Yeah, I collaborated with a company called Sticky Club. They are super rad. I love them so much, and I'm so glad that you're a part of their advent calendar, I guess, like, package, event? But yeah, they are super rad people. I am so proud of how far they've come. And it's funny, did I make a YouTube video of this? Oh yeah, I did. I have a YouTube video talking about, like, how Sticky Club and I met. I don't know if it's a really great video. I can probably have improved on it by this point, but yeah, on my YouTube I have a little vlog about my collaboration with Sticky Club and how we met. And it was a pretty interesting story, because the hook, I guess, is that a long time ago, I DMCA'd Sticky Club because they were selling a fake sticker of Puglie Donut. And then it all went from there. Our bookkeeping, LOL. We're gonna be in pain yearly in our chat. Every year around this time, we're just gonna be just Pain City. Alright, let me tilt this a little bit. I want to figure out, man, I'm like looking at Puglie, and it's like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with him, but at the same time, he just looks wonky, and I can't get over it now, so I gotta fix him. Kenny, you know what my number one advice is for anyone starting out as a small business is to put off incorporation for as long as they can. Like, one of my acquaintances, he was the COO of the company that I used to work for full time. He was a super chill guy. He's a super chill guy, but he's also the type of guy that you get intimidated by because you know how powerful he is. So, like, on the outside, he's super goofy and funny and stuff, but when it comes to business and, like, knowing his shit, he knows it front and back. And, like, the power that's in his knowledge is just uncanny. So, yeah, one of his advice to me was, like, to not even, like, bother with incorporation until, like, an X amount of dollars met. And then another friend of mine who started his own small business as, like, a web dev, freelance web dev, he incorporated the moment he decided to make this his full job. And then he's like, don't do it huge. Like, just stay sole prop for as long as you can. And I took that to heart. And then when I asked my accountant, because back then, even as a sole proprietor, I had an accountant. And when I asked her for that kind of advice, like, she broke it down for me. A lot of it is because of the cost of corporate accounting and also the responsibilities of a corporation, but also the bookkeeping is a thing. So, yeah, if you want to ask me about it, like, my opinion on it, like, we can definitely chat it up. But that's honestly my biggest advice to anyone that's starting a small business. Hold off on on incorporation until the taxes really don't make sense anymore. And I will also say honestly that having talked to a couple of artist friends, when they asked me like how I did my accounting stuff, like even as a sole proprietor, when I did my accounting stuff, and I gave them all the advice, or it wasn't even advice. I was just literally telling them what I was doing, and they were like, "Oh my god, like I don't do any of the stuff." And I'm sitting here like, "Oh my god, like how did you like how are you keeping track of any of this if you're not doing like any of these numbers, like any of these, like how do you know if you're doing well or not?" And I kind of realized that uh I guess things that seem obvious, or just seem like due diligence, is definitely something that a lot of people neglect. And so, especially with that in mind, do not incorporate until you are ready. I think I said this recently too to a friend, like I think just a month or two ago. She asked me about like incorporating the steps to it and stuff, because she has another friend that also incorporated. I forget if that friend advised her yes or no, but I was just like, don't. Like, don't incorporate, this is why, can I ask you for your numbers? And then based off of like what she was making, I gave her my advice, but I told her that, if you wanted to incorporate in the end anyways, like these are the benefits and you just have to weigh it. But then when I told her like about the bookkeeping, she was like, "Oh yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna not." I'm gonna be like a few cents off and they're gonna come for me. They'll let you mess up for a while before they come for you. I used to do a lot of taxes for people, and I'm being recruited to work for the IRS in the US now. I'm probably not going to take it. Oh, like, what, I guess, like, why would you not take it? Like, I'm just curious. Like, why, what led you to make the decision that you're probably not going to take it? Is it just like the US, like you have to learn how the US operates, all their taxes and stuff, or is it just like, you're not really interested in it? Would it be alright if I share my opinion on it? Yeah, Kenny, go for it. Because I just learned something really interesting on this. Kenny, where's your account? Where's your accountant on the phone with me earlier trying to figure it out? Yeah, Kenny, I would love to hear your opinion on it. But Qberry, I am still like in the back of my head thinking of convention advice, so we're gonna be jumping between taxes and convention advice. One of the things, like, Qberry, are you sharing a table or are you going solo? Because, I mean, either or is fine, but if you want to save on expenses, and definitely when you, like, to have that kind of extra support, I would recommend sharing a table. Like, if you have another artist friend that's also interested in conventioning, and especially if you don't have a lot of merch to begin with, and say the table, like the friend that you were thinking of also doesn't have a whole lot of merch to begin with, it will help to save on cost, and it would also help the design of your table to just look like a little bit fuller. I appreciate it. I'm working and listening. Oh, nice. I am sharing a table with a friend. Okay, solid. Yeah, I would say, if you're sharing a table with your friend, like, I'm just saying this out. I'm sure you've, like, already thought of this already. But, in which case, your table space would be 3 feet. Like, each of you would be allotted 3 feet. Design your 3 feet space. And, like, you and your friend can have a wall between you two, or you two can just have, like, a general separation. Like, just, like, there's no wall or anything, but it's just, like, an open table kind of thing. Or you two can even have different tablecloths to kind of signify that this is yours and this is theirs. Just something to allow yourself to stand out. Because if you want to grow yourself as an artist in your brand, unless you're hoping to become like a partner with your friend in terms of like a business or like your art together or something, then you can, well, you don't have to worry so much about that separation. But if you want to go to kind of represent yourself a little bit more, kind of dedicate a space and an image to yourself, then I would recommend just thinking a little bit about that kind of separation and, you know, what makes your decoration yours and why it would help your image. So I'm just gonna fix the nose over here a little bit real quick. Just want them slim. And by the way, Q-Berry, I'm saying this in like that advice that I just gave you, I would say it's like maybe second con advice. But it's something to consider if you had a lot of fun in your first con and you're deciding to do more of it. I think at the end of the day, don't let my advice like trip you up. Like if you have a gut instinct or feeling about doing something, just do it. Like even if I didn't advise on it, or even if I advise against it, unless it's something absolutely devastating or detrimental, I don't think I would ever recommend people not to do something. Because what I think is most important is that, like, yes, I can advise on actions to take. I can give you a step-by-step guide on things to do. But I think the most meaningful growth is for you to try it out yourself. Even if, like, yeah, I advise you to not do something, if you feel like doing it, just do it. If it works for you, it works for you. And if it doesn't, then you have first-hand account and experience as to why it didn't work. And I think that's like way more valuable than advice. Alright, Kenny, let's go. I learned that in... Oh, Next Black Cat, thank you. Hope all of you are also staying hydrated. I learned that incorporating and filing for a GST number are different because you can be incorporated without a GST number. Yes, you can. Being incorporated allows you to separate liabilities from your personal life. Although this has more paperwork for sure, it keeps your personal risk low if you are in a higher risk business. Valid. The GST number lets you charge GST, and that's where the bookkeeping nightmare comes in. And like you said, it's not worth it for anyone making under a certain amount of money or just starting off. So I totally agree with you on holding off on incorporating and getting a GST number until you start making money. But sometimes incorporating without a GST number might be a good option for someone starting off in something higher risk. Not sure how that applies to cons. Phew, I only just learned this. I should have never gotten a GST number when starting out. What a nightmare. Okay, so this is where advice for me came in really helpful. So what I learned from the just amazing small business owners before me, friends of mine, is that I don't need to get a GST or PST number until I meet a certain threshold. For PST, it was like, oh, well, you don't have PST, so you don't have to worry about that. For anyone that has to deal with sales taxes, the government actually lists out, like, if you don't make over $30,000 in a year, you don't have to worry about PST. Like, and I shouldn't say a year, because, like, it's not calculated by, like, 2021 and 2022. It's calculated by 12 months. So, like, if you started making consistently, like, an X amount of money, starting, like, at this month, and it's been consistently 12 months where you've been, like, making over a threshold of 30K a year, then you need a PST number. On this one, yep, 30K in a year. Was it usually they calculate by 12 months, like quarters or 12 months, because like a year is different for everyone. And a GST number, again, you have to meet a certain threshold over quarters for the GST number to apply. I think it was like 50K. Business year, yeah. I mean, for a sole proprietor, business year, there isn't necessarily a business year for sole proprietor. For a sole prop, it's just your income tax. But if after like a certain amount of time, like especially with when you submit your income tax, if they realize that you made over 30K, then they might ask you. But the thing with these tax numbers, and why I say the CRA is really chill, is because they don't fault you and they don't fine you. They just like, they send you a letter being like, hey, we noticed you made a lot of money. Here's a GST number that we set up for you. Just call in to activate it. You don't have to pay back any of the taxes. You don't, like, it's just moving forward. And you just call in and tell them like what your situation is, and I don't know, the people I've gone is chill. Have you ever been audited before? Oh, thank God I have not. Like, that's my number one fear. Getting audited and then being put on like a blacklist for like permanent auditing, like red notice. Huge, I got audited last year, not fun, no, Kenny! But, you know what the thing is though? I think, so like, the chances of being audited, like, wait, sorry, I should clarify. Did you get audited as a citizen, or did you get audited as a corporation? Because this is my theory, and I also think I've heard it before. The chances of you getting audited are much higher when you are a corporation. As a corporation, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, reading Qberry, it's definitely something to consider in terms of that separation, but also no worries, all types of advice are welcome. Awesome. Yeah, because as a corporation, you are beholden to like obviously they want to make sure that you're not embezzling money, because corporations get so much tax benefits and like they have their own like laws when it comes to like money and handling money in business and stuff like that. So like they need to make sure that the money that is coming in is tracked in where it's going out, and vice versa. And that's why like corporations are held at a higher standard, so it's more scrutinized, absolutely. And that's also another reason why to this point, this is also a reason why I have recommended some friends to not incorporate ASAP. Because judging by what they are currently doing on their own accord, like they need to work on some things. But I guess like since you already kind of listed out why you think incorporation is great, this is why I recommend sole prop for as long as you can, starting out. One, with the liability, that is a very, very fair point. If any company that you piss off is very vindictive or just shitty, yes, they can come for your like actual personal belongings because you're a sole prop. So that is the fear. The risk level that you were curious about is fairly low. I would say for most artists, it's a part of being like doing your due diligence, like, and also understanding. For one thing, oh my god, understanding intellectual property rights. The amount of artists that don't understand intellectual property rights bewilders me. And especially on Twitter, when there's always like hot takes on like intellectual property, people are using the wrong terms, like they are saying the wrong things, and they say it as if they have authority, like knowledge on it, and I get so peeved. But the beauty of fan art, which is I think the riskiest thing that an artist might get into, is the fact that it's a gray area. It can be attested as like parody and stuff like that. But chances are the companies that they're making fan art of are massive companies like Nintendo, Blizzard, what else? Genshin Impact and stuff. And most of these massive companies know that it's not worth it to go into a lawsuit and sue an artist. Like, getting, I don't know, $5,000 from some rando selling in an artist alley table is just not worth it for their time, their money, and like that's like pennies to these corporations. So what you would most likely get is a DMCA. It's a request for you to just stop selling or doing whatever you're doing. So that nullifies the risk. And otherwise, it's just don't be an asshole and don't be stupid. Like, the liabilities becomes an issue if someone thinks, like, hates you enough to sue you, or thinks you earned enough money to sue you. But with fan art, because it's such a gray area, it is something that can be attested, but in the history of all that's happened, the trajectory of artist alleys and just the current trend so far, it's not really a super big issue. So again, liability is completely valid. Like, when I was doing my research on like business ownership, it's definitely something that I was like, what if I get sued? But it's something that you have to take. Otherwise, with the taxes, at least our CRA will like send you a mail, like a letter saying like, hey, can you register for this? I think it's about time. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then you save so much on accounting, because corporate accounting, corporate bookkeeping is way higher than personal income. So long as you don't have like stocks or something in something else. And your I would say that your bookkeeping is like doesn't have to be as strict. Like, of course you should probably still keep track of where your money is coming in and going to, and your receipts and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to be as strict, and you don't have to be as worried about getting audited, because you're not a corporation. Therefore, the government's gonna see your money and might think like, oh, maybe this person just like sold a lot of shit in a garage sale or something. So yeah, I always feel like one of the biggest pitfalls for people starting out a business is this need to look legitimate. There we go. Sneaky promo bot, I know, right? Oh, it's tough with Twitch. They needed me to review all my VODs to prove I was using certain purchases on stream and that it was used as an expense. Oh man, yeah. Because like this is all a new field of business, and it's like, yeah, I bought four steaks because my business needs it. But I'm not a chef, I'm not a restaurant, I'm not like a caterer, but I bought these 4 steaks and it is for business. Yeah, burden of proof is on the corporation. Oh man, Mimi, you used to prepare people for audits? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's so complex with Twitch. Yeah, absolutely. How do you provide the proof from a VOD? It's like, I guess you just show them the VOD and be like, this is what I do. Like you, yes, I did buy a rotating ab chair for business. And then Kenny shows a VOD of like, of like the booty shaking. And then it shows how people are donating to him and stuff. But yeah, to my point, I think one of the biggest pitfalls that I see with a lot of young small business owners, not even artists, but like just young small business owners that are just starting out. Sorry, I don't mean to say young, like just starting out, because there have been people that come to me and they're like as old as I am. Is this they think they need to look super legitimate. They think they need to file for incorporation, get that like .co, and all that, and they just haven't done their research into what that entails, like legally, financially. But they think that like, oh, getting that reserve name in like the corporation library in Canada or whatever is what it's all about. And what I always recommend people is, one, stay in sole proprietorship as long as you can, because you're not going to need that just trust me, you're not going to need that tax break for a long time. And two, just do your business. Like I have people telling me like, oh, they want to start selling apparel, like they want to come out with an apparel brand. They want to start making like like an artist brand, selling accessories, selling homeware and stuff, drop shipping or whatever. And they're getting all hitched up on all these like forms and papers and like what to register for and the fees to pay for all the registration. And I'm like, just do it first. Just make a profit first. You don't need all this stuff to be legit. I mean, it helps, but you really don't need all this stuff to be legit. For each purchase, you need proof of purchase, proof of use during business operations, and then proof of income and value. Ugh. We're only allowed 2 artists at one table, so my friend will have to sub me and vice versa. So I just send them a clip of the machine, photo of the purchase parts, and then a video of someone subbing. Nice. And yes, clips of you shaking your butt are part of it. Yep. Can you... Oh my god, Kenny, can you imagine, like, the person that audits you is just, like, becomes a subscriber because he likes your content? Like, at first he's just watching your clips as evidence for, like, you know, what's going on, but then he just hits that sub button and he's like, yeah, this guy is pretty funny. The value of you nearly choking on ice was great for me. Hey Yush, do you have any way to backtrack where a random e-transfer came from? Oh man. Oh, I do not. Like, I mean, me personally, I just always kept my receipts for, like, any e-transfers. Do you make a note of it when it happens? Yeah, so, every time I get that notification for e-transfer, like, so-and-so sent you this much, I save that as a PDF, and then I put in like the date, and then I put a little note for myself, like convention, or like the name of the convention, or like this person shipping fee or something. Damn, that's so smart, professional. I love keeping data. I love keeping track of things. Oh, this is another thing. For QBerry, for conventions. I say this another thing. Again, this might be a little bit more down the road, because this is all contingent on if you enjoy conventioning and if you want to keep doing it. But my advice is to start an Excel sheet. Have a column that is like the date, so like the date that the con starts, the convention, the name of the convention, how many days it is, and then just keep track of what you paid for it. So like how much the table cost was, if you needed an extra exhibitor's badge, if you had travel costs, like say you airplane ticket cost, hotel cost, or even if it was just parking cost, you know. What else? Cash box, like how much cash did you take out of your bank account to be your cash box. Just keep track of your expenses, like stuff like this. Shipping cost, if you need to ship some things to a convention in the future. And then have a column that totals up all your expenses, like literally all the things that I just listed. And then have another column of your gross profit, like literally how much money you made, like how much money you counted at the end of the con. And then have your gross profit minus your expenses, and then you'll find out how much you made at the convention. And then if you want a little extra bonus, you can have an extra column saying earnings per day. So say this convention is 3 days long, then you have your net profit divided by the column that is like how many days the convention is. And then it'll help you break down how many or how much you earned per day at that convention. And it's a little extra bonus because it helps you kind of at a glance see like if a convention's worth it. Because maybe you made more money as a whole at a 4-day convention, but then when you finally break it down for like how many days you spent, you realize that this 2-day convention was more worth it per day. So like even though like maybe you made $4,000 at a 4-day convention, and say at this 2-day convention you made $3,000, even though yes, $3,000 is less than $4,000, the use of your time was more worth it per day. And that might be something you might be interested in taking into consideration. That's a good thing to bring up. Is 100 an okay number to have in your cash box? Yes and no. How would I explain this? One tip is to price your merch by currency and bills. So first of all, think of like, because what I'm trying to get at is like, it's not necessarily how much money you bring. Like usually your ballpark is going to be around $100 to $200, but it's like the type of bills that you're bringing. So like loonies, toonies, $5, $10, $20. The most common bill you're going to get at a convention is $20. And you have to figure out, like, are you going to be bringing enough toonies and loonies to facilitate that? So say you have a lot of merch that you priced at $3 or $13 or something. Then most of your merch, like most of the change that you're going to be giving back, is going to include toonies. But if you're going to be giving change back, that's like, because you priced your merch at like $14 or some kind of weird number, then you're gonna have to bring more loonies. So in that sense, like, price your merch by like what's convenient for bills. And in which case, like, I would say usually the ballpark is $150 for a cash box. Bring a lot of, so again, like, you have to look at how much you priced things. But I would say my recommendation is a lot of $5 and a lot of toonies. And then if your prices create a way that like you're going to have to give change in loonies, then you're going to have to figure out like a roll of loonies or something. Also, think about how you're going to display small pocketable merch to deter theft, and how you're going to put things out so you can keep an eye on merch while people are distracting you. Yes, absolutely that too. I will say though, in Canada, in Canada and at small conventions, theft is a lot less of an issue than in the States and in bigger cities and at bigger conventions. But it is also something that you should plan for. And if you feel like your display, like, there's just something, there's a certain way that you want to display stuff, that, like, there's no way that you can make it, like, anti-theft, then you just have to come to terms that, like, you are willing to accept a loss if it happens. I'm a jewelry artist, almost all my stuff is pocketable. Yeah, like, honestly, like, people can always steal so many of my stickers or some little trinkets that I leave on my table. But I've come to terms that this is how I want my stuff to be displayed, because I think it's the best way to display, like, my merchandise. And I've come to terms that if I make if I have like a 2% loss because of theft, I've come to terms with that number. Just filling out the eyes here. But my husband is a giant Viking who rarely smiles. That helps a lot. Oh, and for your cash box, get a fanny pack. I would say, like, right off the bat, if you can, get a fanny pack. Else, because, like, the metal cash box that you can get to lock, like, yeah, it's secure, but it's not as secure as literally a bag that's attached to your body. Because, like, people have had thieves reach around their table or slightly over it just to grab cash from the cash box. It's unfortunately not a hard thing to do. But if it's like a fanny pack that's attached to your hip or your chest or something, it's at least a lot harder. And I'm 6'2", and Kenny's AI thinks I eat babies, so the highest compliment. Alright. I never thought of having a fanny pack. Thank you so much for the solid tip. Yeah, absolutely. Fanny packs are your friend at any kind of convention. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, fanny packs, like, check out Winners, Marshalls, thanks Viv. Winners, Marshalls, Ross. Again, like, I am speaking as someone that doesn't, like, I try to spend the least amount of money as I can. Like, if I can DIY it, I will DIY it. If I can shop at a cheaper place like a dollar store, I will. So my go-tos are always like discount stores, thrift stores, dollar stores. Or one of those bags that come across your chest. Yeah, yeah. Like, I honestly forgot where I got this. I think maybe at a Winners, but I was able to find a fanny pack that was so, like, utility. It was nice and black, and it was, like, just unassuming, but it has 1, 2, 3... It has 3 pockets. It has, like, a front pocket, it has a main pocket, and then there's a slim pocket that's, like, that is just right against my body. So that made it really helpful and useful, because the main pocket I put all my 20s in, because, like, again, 20s are the most common build that you're going to get, so you're going to get a lot of them. And then the higher denominations, like the 50s and 100s, I kept them in the little, like, slim pocket that's right against my body. And then the front pocket, like, the very front pocket is 10s and 5s, and then it's an easy, quick grab for, like, change and stuff. There can never be too many pockets. Absolutely. What else? What else? Honestly, like, sometimes I think about this type of advice, and I'm like, man, maybe I should make a YouTube video on this, but I am so, as you can see, I am so disorganized with my advice and, like, the level in which I should advise people on that, I don't know, I guess sometimes it's just easier to work with people on a more, like, personal level, like, to figure out where they're coming from, what they've spent, how they're sharing the table or experiencing their first con. Alright, let me see. At this point, I can remove this. Peggy doesn't... not Peggy. Whoops. That's my girlfriend. Puglie doesn't have a chin. I don't know if Peggy's still here. I don't know if she heard. You should, LOL. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna be, like, the messiest YouTuber. Like, a part of me, I'm not a perfectionist per se, but I always want to be prepared. So, and I also want to give, like, value, and you know, people's time is important and valuable, so, like, I don't want to just be rambling on a video and, you know, hopefully boring the hell out of people. So I'll always definitely write a script or just, like, notes on what I want to touch on. I don't know, it's been an idea that's been bouncing along for a long time, and maybe I should, because there's some things that I do that a lot of people don't realize are just, like, me being frugal or DIY or cheap, that perhaps would be really helpful to people. People like to think they are getting a deal sometimes too, so on your pricing you can do some whole build deals to help your change, like XX for 2, like this much, or 2 for 20 kind of things. Yeah, like combos. What I've also found in terms of pricing is, okay, so this is something you have to, okay, so this is also why, like, my YouTube video is going to be long and rambly, and also why I think I like working with people on a personal level to see what they're like. With pricing, it depends on what kind of seller you are. So the combo thing is almost a must. Like, it helps a lot. It helps people feel like they're getting a good deal. It helps move product. You just have to figure out, like, the cost of your product and how much you're willing to discount it for. But sometimes not listing the deals is also a good option. So you can have deals listed for some items, but then say for other items, if you're really passionate about that item, if you feel like you have something more to say about it, don't list a deal for it. And then if you see people that are genuinely interested, like they look like they're mulling over it, they're really thinking hard about something, then you can pitch them a deal that seems almost exclusive to them, but it's something that you're willing to work with. So say for example, like you have, say you're selling keychains, right? It's 1 for 13, 2 for 20. And then that's it. Like there's no, you didn't list out that there's, it's 3 for 30, 4 for 40 or something. Like it's just 2 for 20 and that's it. And you might see someone that is like mulling over your keychains. And maybe if you're the type of person to do this, you can ask them like, oh, which keychains are you interested in? And if they're the type, they might open up and tell you like that they're debating between like 3 designs. And then if you want, you can then offer, hey, if you want, like I can sell you 3 for 30. And that way it gives people the feeling that they're getting a good deal, like they're getting a very exclusive deal. And it also works for you because it's, to you, like this is what you are already like willing to part with anyways. And it just gives that much more like dedicated and like personal customer service. Of course, there's going to be people that aren't going to take up the deal, or they just want to spend $20, and that's totally okay too. But for me, say like an item that I care a lot about is my sticker books, and I purposely don't have a deal up on there just so I can give my little intro on what my sticker books are and what they like, how they function. And then after listening to all that, it's like, because you listened to me ramble on about it, like here's a deal with like my stickers and sticker books. So again, this goes back to the type of seller you are. Like some people like listing out all the combos and then they don't have to say anything. Some like listing out some and having some exclusive ones for those that they connect with or they feel like could have a little extra nudge. And some people have no combos whatsoever, and then they just make deals like right on the spot. And as you go to more conventions, like it's rare, but I say this because a good friend of mine is like this because he's very good at what he does. Some tables, especially if they're selling just the same thing, might not even have prices on their table, because what they're looking for is that engagement. For someone to ask them how much a poster is, or how much like something is, and then they can, talk about it. Yeah, this is also another thing that goes into, this isn't even like conventioning anymore per se, like your first con, but it's sales and it's business. Oh, here's the thing. Yes, I just like that so much. Please just let me shop. Again, like, yeah, it depends on the customer, and it depends on the seller. I see. That's a nice extrovert approach to it. If only I had the guts to do that. Yeah. So, again, this is stuff you'd want to consider. Like, who you are as a person, as a brand, how you want to represent that, and the type of customers that you want to foster. Like, there are people out there that, like, again, just want to shop, and, I just want to know I just want to buy the thing. I don't need the history of how you came with it to know the price. Exactly. Like, to this point, I have a friend whose brand is all about his story. And you would not be a customer because you wouldn't have the patience to listen to his story, most likely. And he just loves doing that at conventions. And he has to accept the fact that he's going to alienate customers that just aren't that type of customer. But that's okay, because the customers that do want to listen to him, that's what makes him happy. So, Qberry, I would say this is like a little bit more down the road. Like, I wouldn't say this is like your first convention consideration, but at this point, it's more about like who you are as a business. Let's see. Alright, let's do the flip test. Okay, that's largely okay. Sometimes Puglie looks thinner because, like, of my brush setting, but yeah, I figured that out. I mean, I get it, but tell me how much it costs first. Oh, it's $125.99. It was a dark and stormy night. Yeah, trust me, you would not be a supporter of my friend's brand, and that's okay. But like, it's funny, you know, like when you meet different business people, how they want to conduct themselves and how they want to represent their brand. There's just so many ways to do it, and like for some people, it's about being that chameleon, being that type of business person that just wants to make the sale. So they will adapt very quickly to who you are as a customer just so they can make a sale. But for other people that think like their brand is so much tied to their story, they're going to be steadfast in how they represent it and what they're going to do. And it's just so interesting meeting like the different types of people that you're going to meet in a business. Oh, but to my other tip, for your first time con, for your price tags, yes, you can get like cute post-it notes, and just like write the price down. Or if you want something with longevity and you don't want to do the work over and over again, depending on how many cons you do in the future, design. You know what? What if I can just? I wonder if I can. Price pack, price references. I do that. I adapt. So, what is he selling in this truck? So, this truck is going to be the image of I'm hoping for my future merchandise, which is my curated box sets. So the truck itself is going to be generic, but I have left the space here so that I can create stickers to theme like the box and the truck as I go, depending on what the theme is. So like it could be a taco truck or like Asian night market truck or something. And so the boxes that I'm gonna have made is just gonna have a generic, it's just gonna have this truck design. But I would customize the boxes with like the theme sticker on top and maybe a sticker on the side to so I can save on cost. So I'm not printing like a million different boxes of different designs. And also I can just like on a whim change up the theme of the box when I want. So for now, this truck is going to be the image of my Poot packs, my Poot Truck packs. They're going to be curated boxes of merchandise, all dedicated to a theme or something. And hopefully in the future, it's going to be my con setup. But how that's going to work, I will figure it out. But Qberry, to my point about the price tags, like this is something that I did for myself very early in the beginning once I figured out what my look and what my brand was about. I got these printed at like Staples. They're made with cardstock, and then I just cut out all the price tags, and then I bring them with me to like wherever I go now. And then when I need to update, I usually like batch update things. Otherwise, if I just need to take a quick change, I'll do like the Sharpie thing to cross it out and just figure it out as I go. But otherwise, it just saves me a lot of time. I don't need to keep writing out my price tags on post-it notes. My writing's also awful, so so yeah. Oh, this song again. How do I like? There we go. I was going to laminate and design a standard price that is common that I can use and switch around instead of being super specific with the product plus price in case I change it in the future. Interesting. One of the things my design teacher told me is to make products that can be applied across multiple things. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely it. Like creating something that can adapt. Is he delivering, or is it like a food truck? It's like a food truck. Like imagine like when you see a food truck, right? Like it's a type of cuisine, it's a type of theme or whatever. But for Puglie, it's a food truck, but it's not food, it's pugs. It's a pug truck. So yeah, in some ways, maybe he's delivering, but like I guess you wouldn't necessarily have a UPS truck deliver all the same things. So that's where the idea comes from, like a curated, themed set. Okay, I think this is like way better and less wonky than my previous one. I think its proportions, I've gone its proportions right this time. Ah, thank you, me. But yeah, I mean, to your, let's see. I definitely would make up permanent price tags when I have a more solid lineup. Yeah, for sure. Because a lot of my work is original, I'm still experimenting on what people like. Absolutely. Okay, so here's a weird question. Alright, let's go. But yeah, Q-Berry, like, yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. Like, laminate it, and then if you have, like, what do you call them? Whiteboard markers or something. And if you are totally okay with writing it again and again, cause, or wait, are you just laminating it for the protection? I was going to laminate and / design a standard price that's common that I can use and switch around. Okay. Yes, the whiteboard markers. Okay, that's exactly why I want to laminate. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's, again, brilliant idea. I definitely, like, you got this. But, like, for me personally, like, oh man, my writing is so ugly. I'm like, I just can't. Okay, I think this is pretty solid. Is that his other hand or a little fat roll? Oh, so this is his hand. It's like, you know, he's like, his arm is leaning out the truck. I mean, it can't be a fat roll at this point with Puglie. How would you know? How would you know? I guess I can make him, like, give him a little, like, upper arm squeeze. And I'm just gonna... What else? Cash box. Get some, like, party bags or something from the dollar store. So when people purchase from you, just make sure you have something to give them to protect your art. I mean, some people might already have their own backpacks or bags from other artists, but it's it never hurts. Alright, I think this is pretty solid, pretty even. Oh, he's turning out so cute. I started realizing that as I'm drawing Puglie, as I'm progressing as an artist, I'm just drawing his eyes slightly bigger and his mouth slightly smaller. Like, the elements on his face still kind of, like, are nearly the same size, but... Or, like, how much room they take on his face is really about the same, but... I found that all the Puglies that I look back on that I feel are a bit off, it's because their eyes are a bit too small. Alright, I think this is going to be good enough. Let's do a quick line art, and I think after the line art I'm going to call it a day because I am getting hungry. I see the arm by the door handle, so I guess he's waving. Yeah, he's waving. Yeah, Puglie's limbs are not that long. I give thanks to my ex-job because they went to a lot of big conventions and I had to prepare for it. Oh man, that's so nice. Man, you already have that experience in the bag. Coco, hello. Wow, fancy seeing you here, Q-Berry. Emmy, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Coco, how have you been? Oh, also, Coco, do you like matcha ice cream and or hojicha ice cream? What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? Slash, is Richmond like a pretty far adventure for you? Oh, this is the wrong brush to be doing this. Okay. Well, I will reset that a little bit so I don't have fuzzies, because I used the wrong brush to mask. Okay. Alright, just clean this up a little bit. I've been good. Moving still sucks. How have you been? Oh wait, huge. All Pootie Pals are good Pootie Pals. How dare you say there are ones that are off? I mean, they're all just a little special, you know? They're all just a little need of extra love. I see the arm waving when he's flipped now. Oh, nice. Richmond where? Richmond, like, literally 5 minutes from the SkyTrain. No, not even 5, like a 3-minute walk from the SkyTrain. Richmond isn't far for you in general. So, Coco, this is about 90. You know what? I think I can show you guys because I'm pretty sure I can show you guys. Hold on one sec while I grab this. My husband works security for Dragon Con a lot, which was a pretty big convention there. Oh man, I've always wanted to go to Dragon Con. I mean, I heard it's fun. I don't know if Puglie's a great fit there, but I heard it's fun. Again, feeling like I need to move to Vancouver. Welcome to Vancouver. We have a lot of food and nowhere to live. Q, come help me move. Q is a good friend, huge. I told you I would, and you both going to Otafest. Coco, I didn't know, but yay, Q! I just met Q. Well, Q, if I met you at a previous convention, I'm very sorry, but to my collection now, I've met you a lot today, so thank you so much for being on my stream. Coco, come to us instead, thanks. Yo, let's go, I want hojicha matcha, whatever. Okay, so, for any of you that are in Vancouver, alright, wait, hold on, let me actually give myself a bigger screen, and that's my kitchen. For those of you that are in Vancouver, this is 90% determined to happen, but on May 7th, which is a Saturday, I am going to have a little pop-up at a matcha cafe called, let's see, Matcha Maiko Cafe. I always switch the two. I always call it like Maiko Matcha Cafe, but it's Matcha Maiko Cafe. And the pop up is because I did a little collaboration with them for their anniversary. So they have like matcha ice cream parfaits. They have a very exclusive like matcha lava cake. So the lava cake is actually handmade, like not like handmade, like it's not store bought or anything. It's one of the owners that actually makes the lava cakes herself. So it's a matcha lava cake, which honestly I've never had before. Like I've never had a lava cake that wasn't chocolate. And they have hojicha, they have matcha, they have vanilla ice cream, and sometimes they have like special flavors. Like I think right now they have strawberry, and they also have like sakura dangos and stuff, and it's great. So I'm gonna have a small pop-up shop there to celebrate their anniversary, and also these will be free for the first like X amount of customers that go. And I'm pretty excited. Like my goal with Puglie is to always do more collaborations with like restaurants, cafes, like small treat shops or whatever, because I love this type of collaboration. I love merging art with like a fun cafe or coffee shop. I'm just gonna put these guys here. I just love merging these two worlds together because they can go so well. And I'm so happy that I got this opportunity and that they're willing to have me have a little small pop-up in the corner of their cafe, and I get to buy like ice cream throughout the entire day. And so hopefully by May I will these stickers will be there. I will have my sticker sheets, which Coco, I know you might have missed, but I got these sticker sheets in today, or well, a couple days ago. Here's the Puglies. Here's the beanies. Here's the new Pooty Party. Here's the Puglie Day to Day. And then here's Puglie That's a Mood. So I got these new sticker sheets. Hopefully by May, I'm gonna have my hoodies for the Will Cut You and also the Nervous ones. I'm gonna have literally everything that I have in my apartment that aren't even released yet on the online store for sale. So I hope it's gonna be fun. Like this is also why I love doing these collaborations and not so much like a convention. No, I love conventions, but different. Because these collaborations, cafes and stuff, they're mutually beneficial. Like the cafe hopefully will get a lot of support. Hopefully I'll get a lot of support. I get to eat and drink like the whole day. And it's free. Like that's the whole point. Like it's free. You don't need to pay admission. You don't need to do anything. Like you just show up. Just show up. Treat yourself to a little drink or ice cream or whatever. Hopefully it's gonna be a nice day. And hopefully we'll all have fun. I'm still figuring out, like, I'm still waiting for a confirmation. I'm still waiting for, like, the best time to exhibit. Because I'm not going to be there for the entire day, like, into the evening. But hopefully I'll be there during, like, a pretty good chunk of time that's convenient for everyone. And yeah. Oh no. Trying to catch up on chat a little bit. Hey, yo, kitchen reveal! QQ is very bestest friend, aw. Who doesn't love a pop-up, right? Like, the main thing that I have to make sure of is to, like, try to advertise this as best I can. And I can't wait to do that, because that means I get to buy more ice cream and buy more cake and take photos with these little guys and just do a lot of shouts. It's just, May and April have become this whirlwind of me traveling, me exhibiting at conventions, having this pop-up, and I'm hoping all my social media won't be too cluttered with like too much news going on. Like everything that's happening will have its time in the spotlight, and people that can like make it will know where to go. Clean this up a teensy bit, and Alright. Let's get to the line art. And usually I'm about, like... Sorry, I'm just, like, triple checking my line weight at the moment. Yeah, that's good. Hang stylus on. Zoom in just a tinge. Whoop. And just yeet Puglie off to the side. No worries, Huge. I've been a big fan since you started the early Puglie days. So 10 plus years ago now. I haven't been able to say hello or see your booth in person before. So I'm very excited. Aw, Q-Berry, thank you so much. I mean, I'm also hoping by Oda Fest, I'm gonna have some booth upgrades ready. Like, some booth display upgrades ready. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It's just deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. But thank you so much, Q, for being a fan for so long and just always loving Puglie. I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to see how your first booth is. You saying that for the first time in like 4 years, I can come see Huge in person? Yes, Coco! Has it been 4 years? Okay, well, okay. The pandemic has been like nearly 3 years, honestly. So, okay, valid. And then you were off to Japan. So, yes! Coco, it's been so long! Kenny, I'd fly out just to get one. Kenny! I'm gonna be seeing you at the end of March. So, I'm gonna fly out to you first. And get matcha and hojija desserts? You sold me. I'm on my way. I'm gonna go wait till May 7th. You just camp out, like... But honestly, like, I do really like their food, like, no joke. I do really like, their lava cake, their ice cream. Oh my god, they give so much ice cream for the price you pay. Like, at first on the menu, it looks like pretty steep, but there's just so much. Oh my god. Kenny, stream it and expense it. Mess up next year's taxes and support a friend. Oh my god, Mimi. The last one, the Coco. 1,000% you. Oh, these are cute stickers. Mimi, thank you. I'm sobbing. I haven't seen you in so long, Huge. I'm coming. You can't stop me. Coco, I can't wait to see you. It's been so long. The last time I saw you, I'm pretty sure it was over the phone. Like, when your friend came to visit me at Rad Tea Room, I think, and you were on FaceTime. You can eat the food. That's so cool. I love pop-ups. I'm ready to consume and purchase. Booth upgrades. I want to go. It's been so long. Coco, like, fingers crossed. By, like, the end of April, I would have designed the displays that I want to upgrade. And I bring it. And it's going to look cute. Basically, my booth upgrades is just hopefully leaning more into making my table look like a convenience store. Because that's all I want. I just want to be a little Puglie convenience store. And I can't wait. Like, even the top banner, I'm like, ooh, did I want to change up, like, the pattern or the color? Oh, man. This requires such a perfect curve. So then when I say, like, oh, I'm gonna have a pop-up, like, it's gonna be actually the Puglie Mart. Like, I can proudly say the Puglie Mart will be at, and then it's a tiny convenience store. Sorry guys, I'm just, like, not breathing right now. I'm trying to perfect this curve. But I can also feel the hunger coming up in my body. Isn't it already the end of March? Wait, end of April. End of April. Oh my god. Kenny, where's the time? Yeah, I'm camping. I'm ready to take you around town. All the food. Kenny, I can't wait. I can't wait. And do you need a place to store things? Send it. Vehicle, rides, let me know. I'm all I'm all in for ya. Kenny, no, I don't want to take up like your whole like weekend or anything. It's okay. Let's see. For Calgary Expo, I think I ended up booking a hotel like somewhere in downtown. Um and all my stuff will be in my luggages, so don't worry about that, but thank you. Appreciate you. And I was planning to just like walk up from my hotel like five or so minutes and then taking the train to the Stampede Park. But I do have an extra pass, so if you want to come hang out, if you want to come like just have fun and check out a con, do a Friday stream, you know, like IRL, you're more than welcome to take my pass, like my second pass. When my friends FaceTime me, don't let your dreams be dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes. I also hold my breath when making an important line. I thought it was just me. It's okay. It's very far and few, I think. When I was young and I was taking like an extracurricular art class, it's what my teacher taught me. And this was definitely like when I was painting back then. It's like, yeah, it's holding your breath, and it's something I always have to warn my viewers about because... Okay, I should finish my sentence before I do this. Because, like, I just go deathly silent for like, a minute or something. And I'm sure it's, like, awkward for a viewer, but it's just like, sorry guys, I just need to hold my breath so I can figure out this line even though I have a stabilizer on. Oh, there we go. Now, you just let me know what you need, and I've got you. Kenny, thank you. I mean, Kenny, without... Or, like, why don't you Discord me? I'm just curious, like, are you... because, like, I know Calgary is separated into quadrants, essentially. So, like, are you, like, northwest, northeast, like, southwest, southeast? Because isn't your train, like, just a cross? Like, it's just, like, a plus sign and you just go in one of these directions? Need a hand? I got two. Kenny, appreciate you. I mean, honestly, like, I think it'd be... If you're down for it, you can also, I guess, just learn, like, what happens behind the table. But yeah, like, I got you to catch up with. I have these other pair of friends from Calgary I gotta catch up with. But any, like, Kenny, if you want any hangs with, like, Artist Alley dinners and stuff, you are invited as my +1 if you want to come with. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, sorry, hold on. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. I know I've said this before, but my biggest regret is not taking a picture with the Puglie birthday cake at Anime Expo 2019. Aw, nice Black Cat, I'm so sorry. I hope in the future, if I can expand enough, if Puglie can be successful enough, that there's going to be more experiences like this in the future. And hopefully, in the future, you're still a fan, and you'll be able to experience it in all its glory. I sincerely hope. And I'm going to work really hard towards that. I'm right on the edge of downtown. LL, we can take my truck anywhere. Oh my god. Also, if you wanted, we could stream your event too. Oh man, I have no idea how it's gonna be. Oh, on Redbubble, I don't understand the finish to stickers. There's glossy, matte, and transparent. Yeah, so glossy is just like it's what's like on top of it. So like glossy just means it's a little shinier and the colors come out a little bit brighter, a little bit crisper almost. Like a little bit more saturated. Matte is like nearly the same as like the stickers I come out with. But it just means like it doesn't have that gloss, it doesn't have that shine. And transparent probably is just like the stickers don't have a white like a white outline around it. It's clear. The thing with clear stickers is sometimes like whatever's behind it might show through a little, but if you wanted something that was like really clean, then clear stickers, like transparent stickers, would be the way to go if you didn't like that white border around things. Let the folks know. Make a YouTube vlog journey for Puglie. Oh heck yeah! I think it's super cool to actually see everything. Yeah, Kenny, like you are my +1 for the weekend, as for as many things as you want, or if you want to ditch and just like go home and get rest, completely a-okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is where I want the ear to be. I don't know, the ears are magical. They kind of figure themselves out. Do they make sense? Are they proportionate? Are they in perspective to each other? No one knows. I dare not ask. Alright, let me get these markings right. Oh man. Oh, Kenny, you'll also get to meet Adam. What are the dates again? I got a calendar it. Let me check my phone so I can look at my calendar. What is happening here? It starts Thursday, April 21st, and ends April 24th. And then I have, I'm going to arrive on the 20th, so on Wednesday. And then I am leaving on the 26th. So I'm staying like nearly a week. Because like I don't want to rush myself. I don't want to Oh yeah, he mentioned it. He's storing everything at my place. Oh my god. Yeah, I just don't want to rush myself. I don't want to cram like air travel right after a con and stuff. I just want to be able to sleep in and rest after a con. So that's kind of how I go about booking my accommodations and flights when I need to travel. Oh my god, please. Okay. Still a fan? Sir, you offend me. I'm going to have my casket decorated with all Puglie stickers I've ever collected. Oh my god. Wow, the ultimate, like, sticker collector, you know? Like, you don't use your stickers for the entirety of, you know, your life. And then it's like, at the end, it's like, bury me with them. Finally, they are of use. They will never be replaced. I guess that's one way to look at it, right? Like the most permanent thing in your life. Alright, let's... There we go. This little nubbin just waving. We can probably push this a little longer, give it a little more shape. Fix this up a little bit. Oh, if you need rides and etc. from and to the airport, I can do that too. Oh my god, Kenny, like, if you truly don't mind, I might ask you for a ride, but that's only if you really don't mind and if you're not busy and stuff. But I would super appreciate it. Oh, and then I can finally witness, like, how tall you are in real life. Oh, and if you don't mind, I can see where the magic happens. The magic as in your stream. Alright. Little tiny nubbin, just give him a little more of a point, like a little curve. It's like wavy. I'm an artist that's terrible at curves, and yet somehow I created a character that is just all curves. Y'all know that, like, bike meme where the guy's riding a bike and then he grabs, like, a pipe and then jams it into his own wheel and then he falls down holding his knee? That's often, like, what I feel like when I'm drawing Puglie, especially when I'm trying to figure out, like, the perfection of these curves. It's like, why did I do this? Of all the characters. Puglie reminds me of this old sitcom guy, Mr. Belvedere. I don't know why. I've heard of that name, but, like, I don't know if I've ever seen it. But is it, like, is he kind of like a Mr. Rogers type, or... like, is it his personality? Is it literally his look? I truly don't mind. In fact, I insist. Yeah, come on stream. Wait, yeah, I'll be arriving on the Wednesday. I'll be arriving on the Wednesday, like, literally right before your stream. I'll send you, Kenny, I'll send you the details, when we get closer to the date. Alright, come on. I just want this bend to be perfect. Okay. Good enough. Is this stumpy? Stumpy enough? Is it like a baguette? You missed what happened with my brother here, so you get to experience the joys. Wait, what? Kenny is so kind. He makes me believe in kindness. Kenny is, like, absolutely one of the greatest. Right? You just the kind one. We just take care of each other when we can. That's true. That's true. We give each other equal kindness. There's enough hardship in the world. No, he's just an old British dude with a bushy mustache. Aww. I guess his jowls, like, probably look like mustachy. Alright, I know it looks like I'm making, like, nothing, but it's these little pixels in his arm. I just... Textured brush will help me draw faster. I mean, in ways it does, but then the little perfectionist in me, it's just like, oh, I want this line to be smooth. But why? Why must it be? Yeah, let's hammer down details, and I'll have it all sorted and ready on my end for your arrival. Kenny, thank you so much, and yes, I will give you those deets once I... Yeah, once you finish off your taxes, once I sort out all my deadlines here, let's get it all sorted out. Now, if only Butai was, like, flying into Calgary. There we go. Oh, that was a good curve. And do this on small. Do I like that? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I am a struggle. It's like sometimes I'm sure people look at me and it's like, wouldn't this be easier on Illustrator? And maybe, possibly, especially when I'm so strict on my curves, but it's also because I'm so strict on my curves, sometimes I don't feel like Illustrator can get the right feel. Like, no matter how many nodes and anchors I have, it's just, there's something about the natural motion of me doing it, I just figure it out. A true homie. Kenny is absolutely that, a true homie for everyone. I agree, Illustrator just comes out stiffer, in my opinion, in general. Yeah, absolutely that. Like, I love Illustrator for its graphic design capabilities, and, like, I use it in ways that I have a different mindset for. But when it comes to drawing, like, Illustrator for me is not, like, my zone, I guess, or like what I'm doing in Illustrator, I wouldn't consider drawing. It's like, it's very much designing and using the pen tool. Whereas, like, for me, drawing is very much like, here's a pencil or here's a brush, and, like, whatever you make on the line, like, goes. Like, that's it. There's no math, there's no vectors. If you didn't draw it good, then erase it and do it again. Okay. Alright, now for the hardest part. You guys think the mouse is the hardest part? Just watching me struggle like that? It's the eyes. It's always the eyes. Oh, okay. Good thing I made this on another layer, so I can at least fix this up without worrying about messing up other lines. Okay. Alright. I think my stomach has reached a point where I was so hungry that I have forgotten what hunger is about now. But it'll be okay. Once I finish the line art of this and just color it in, I can call it. Should this Puglie have taken, like, I don't know, 3 hours? Probably not, but today we're just here to chat and have fun, just like every other day. I don't know. Q, are you excited? Are you nervous about your first convention? Kenny, oh my god, you're done! Congratulations! And only 6 hours left to file before penalties. Perfectly Kenny, why are you like this? No! Submit. I knew you could do it, Kenny. It's like sketch lines, digital lines, Illustrator lines. Yes, exactly that, for sure. Huge. Is Puglie the type to be like head empty, no thoughts, or thinking about food? Head empty, no thoughts. Absolutely head empty, no thoughts. Like, maybe on occasion, it's like, how should I explain this? It's not that he's thinking about food, it's more like a food will randomly pop into his head, and then he'll be like, it's almost like he got spooked by his own fart, you know? He's like, oh, and then he'll just go and get whatever, like the pizza or the taco or whatever it is that popped into his head, you know? So it's not like he is actively thinking about it, it's more like he has no thoughts and then it pops into his brain and then he just kind of goes and does it. Yes, please eat dinner, homie. I'm almost done. I swear. Just these eyes, just these eyes. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more and see if that helps stabilize a little better. And let me increase my stabilizer. Okay, better. I just need that negative space between the eye and the ear to be just a little bit more. Fix the curvature of these a little bit. Whew. To be honest, because you're going, I'm even more nervous. Not your fault, just internally fangirl screaming, oh my god, Q, no! He had thoughts of, this boba is good, and then it went away. Brief moments, you know? Just enjoying life as it comes. Okay, there we go. Puglie commits. That's right. Impulse control? Don't know what that is. Oh man, alright. Okay. First half done. What? I was like reading that in my head first, Kenny, and I was like, I don't think I should read that out loud just yet. What the Jesus? Oh, I was trying reverse orientation. Typing reverse orientation. My bad. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what? What do you mean you've done that before? Is this something easy to do? Is this like a keyboard function? Oh. Isabege. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but thank you so much for putting along. Hey Kenny, I literally just found the stream through your page because I had no idea what to watch, but holy, this is adorable. I love Pug. Oh my god, Kenny, thank you so much for hosting me. And Bege, thank you so much for putting along and for appreciating this little guy. My name's Huge. Like, my name's not Huge. My name's Huge. Like, huge without the H. And this is Puglie. He's this imaginary pug that I brought to life because I don't actually own a pug, but I really want to one day. So I ended up creating my own. And now he takes up more time than I think a real pug would. But that's okay, because I love him so much. And I hope whatever pug dreams you have, whatever love you have for them, Puglie will be able to live up to that. That's a good question. Why am I like this? Why do I do this suffer? I was really bored as a kid, so that's why. Translator note, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gay. Oh, nice. This is literally so cute, though. Thank you so very much. I am just struggling with this line art right now, but taking it slow and easy. And yeah. Going at it. Oh, okay. I just realized that's on another layer, so that's why it's not racing. Oh, I should do that thing. If you're at all interested, check out what like more Puglie stuff and what I'm about. And if I could get my commands right, yeah, feel free to check out my website, or also just like my Twitter, Instagram, and Linktree has like a whole plethora of links and where else I'm at. Oh yeah, sometimes I code in reverse. It's weird. Wait, Kenny, like with your mind, like your brain just sets up reverse and you just do it, or it's like a setting that you make? YouTube's my favorite streamers and content creators. Kenny! Yeah, the content right now is... So, normally I would do sketches, but because I'm trying to incorporate more of like, I guess what I have to do on my to-do list into my stream so that I can make use of time and juggle a bunch of things. A lot of this is now planning and designing and line arting, which takes up most of my time. But sometimes when I'm sketching, I feel like that's the slightly more entertaining part, because you get to see where Puglie is coming out of, like, on the pencil and canvas. I don't know. Alright, let's get those eyebrows filled in. Oh yeah, and with like how I draw Puglie nowadays, like I definitely pump up his eyebrows. It's so cute when they're so like fat and tubular. This side over here. So Isabege, do you own pugs yourself, or do you just love them? Are you living vicariously through social media and friends? How did pugs come across your life? Because honestly speaking, a pug has never come across... Like, I've interacted with pugs, I've gotten to pet them, I've gotten to love them, but, like, I've never had one as, like, a family dog or, like, anything close to that. And somehow I just grew up loving them. They're just so cute. A setting you can turn on. Type from right to left. Oh, what? I never knew that that was a setting. I don't even know what the use of it would be, but that's cool. It helps me stop autopiloting and missing something. I mean, that's hella impressive. Like, for you to code backwards and to kind of still know what you're coding. That was actually one of the most interesting tricks that my art teacher didn't teach us, but one of my classmates had just a really tough time drawing from reference. Like her perception of negative space was all off, her proportions were all off, just and this is from reference, this isn't just like drawing straight up. And she just couldn't, like, do that reference comparison. Like, oh, if, like, this negative space is here, and this corner is over here, then that means, like, this button is over here or something. And one day, my art teacher just made her draw upside down. Like, she put the reference upside down and then just drew what she saw. And what was realized was that she was too in her mind about, like, this is an eye, so it has to look like an eye. This is, like, an ear, so it has to be here. And she wasn't, like, her brain was doing too much of, like, knowing what it was and filling in that information instead of just looking and processing what was actually in front of her and drawing that reference for what it was. And it was like the coolest, most interesting thing. Alright, just gotta fill out this eye a little bit more. Oh, so that's like your version of flipping the canvas. Yeah. I understand. No, I don't own a pug. I do have a rescue beagle mix named Kaz, though. She's insane and I love her, but I always desire more dogs, including pugs. Aww. Pugs did get that short end of the stick when it comes to selective breeding because they can't breathe, but man, are they chubby and adorable. Yeah, I feel you on this. Like, pugs are definitely, the controversial mix, especially with, along the same family as, all the other really, flat-faced dogs, like the bulldogs and stuff like that. And it's sad. As cute as that looks, or just, like, that charm to them, they're, you feel a little guilty because you know that they have their health issues. But I guess that's what makes Puglie so good, I guess. Like, in the end, he's my little imaginary pug. And in his world, he can breathe just fine. No one's getting hurt. No one's suffering. Except for me when I do line art. And that's a-okay. But yeah, I hope in the future more pugs do get, like, they get bred out of all their health issues, and they can live a much more happier, comfortable life. If only we can adopt more dogs, but at least I have a Pembroke Welsh Corgi named Scooter. Oh my god. Is he a Tubbers? Oh, one of the... the real estate agent that my girlfriend and I are going through also owns a Corgi, and he has honestly one of the best names I've ever heard. It's Tugboat. Like literally just the boat, Tugboat. And it was so perfect. Like, I've just never heard of a name like that given to a dog, and I just feel like it's so perfect. Like, honestly, like, a pug could be named a Tugboat. They're so derpy. All the pugs I've ever met in my life are sweeties. Yeah, they just deserve so much love. One of my pen pals rescues elderly pugs. Sometimes people give them up when they're too drooly and start snoring and can't breathe and need vet care. Oh, I mean, one, your pen pal is an absolute, like, MVP. Like, blessed, honestly, just deserves all the best things in the world. It's so disheartening to see people give up their dogs at, like, you know, in their elder years. This dog has loved you for so long, cared for you, just was there for you for nearly its entire life, and somehow it's so easy for you to just give him up because what, he's getting old, he like has vet bills. Like, okay, I can understand if you are financially strained and the vet bills are a bit too much. Like, it's unfortunate and it's rough, but like, unfortunately that's the reality of it. But if you're just giving it up because you think it's too costly and you have the money to take care of this dog, like, you are just scum of the earth. Oh shoot, I drew this in the wrong layer. Okay, it's okay, I'll just be careful. Oh, Puglie is the best. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you think that. Shut up. I love corgis. I have scientifically tested his butt. Also floats in water. Good. Good, good, good. I think she has 5 pugs now. Oh, a Grumble. Also, Scooter is an incredible name. Corgis always have the best names, right? Scoot. Oh my god, do you call him like Scooty at all? Like as a nickname? Or like Scooty Tootie? Scooty Batootie? You know, the type of names that I love most for a pug is like really sophisticated names. Like very, like not fancy as in like royalty perhaps, but just something that doesn't look like it should be on a pug and yet does. Like Wilfred or Winston or like I don't know, something that sounds like you are an academic somewhere. He is a heckin' log. Tubby, chunky dog. People say he's fat, but Scooter's dad was the chunkiest. Oh my god. Pugs are popular and people bring them home. I love that people like my pen pal exist for them. I am so glad too. Like, there are so many kind-hearted people that are just willing to open up their home and the hearts for like these dogs, any dog really, that just needs an extra, you know, another home to just, you know, live comfortably for the rest of their days. And all of them are so full of personality and spunk and just sass. They deserve so much. Alright, now that I'm in here, just gonna fix this up a little bit more. Dogs deserve all the love. They're such wholesome creatures. They absolutely do and are. Yeah. This is why I can't, like, watch sad dog movies or videos or anything. Like, even the videos that are really uplifting, like the ones from the Dodo or something, where dogs are getting rescued and they're, like, being taken care of. Just that first initial part where they're showing, like, the dog is astray or was left alone or whatever, like that just breaks my heart too much. So, like, even when there's a happy ending, I'm like, no, I'm too hurt by this. When I lived at home back then, and one night I was going to the washroom, and at that time, when I lived at home, my washroom was my parents' washrooms, so I had to, like, cut through their bedroom to use their bathroom. And one time I was going to the bathroom, and then I saw my brother, sister-in-law, and my mom all sitting on my parents' bed, watching Hachi, or I think, like, Hachiko, which is, like, the Japanese movie, or sorry, the Japanese story made into a movie of, like, this dog that, like, waited forever for its owner, not knowing that the owner passed away at work from, like, a sudden heart attack, and this dog just waited for his owner for the rest of his life. And I knew about the story already, so when I saw the dog and I saw that it was a movie, I was just like, nope, and then I just, like, went to the washroom, just left. Just left. I call him Scoot Scoot, Scooty Tooty, Scoopy Scoochie, McTooty, Scooty Patooty. So you got half of them right. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page on the best names for dogs. We used to rescue dogs, now we rescue cats and cows. We are full for both. The arc is full. Aww. I say the same thing all the time. I love pet names that sound like old people names. Right, old people names. Like Harold, Barbara, Walter. Walter is such a good name. That kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, same mood. Just like... They're just so good. And they're just such, like, dignified names, too. And then it's like, yeah, meet Wilfred. And then you look down, and it's this, like, snorty, googly-eyed pug that's just so happy to see you. It's just so good. You got a big operation going on. That's insane. Super respect anyone that rescues animals of any kind. Absolutely, yes. Same here. Like, big kudos to you for rescuing these animals and giving them a home, loving them, and just giving them the resources too. Not just your time and energy, but, like, the care and the money and the space. Alright, I think I'm almost solid on this. I'm just gonna merge the layers, clean up a bit on some of the little specks and angles, which honestly I don't have to, but it's just see it and I feel like I can do better. Alright, okay, zoom out. Oh, it's so good. His eyes are so big. I wonder if I drew his, like, head a bit too big. Or, like, his face, I should say. Let me try just squeezing down a little bit. Okay, yeah, there we go. A lot more comfortable. Lot more comfortable. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Puglie proportions. How am I even here? How did we get here? Clean up this speck over here. Clean up this. Clean up this speck over here. Clean up this brow. And I think it's solid. Alright friends, thank you so much for being here for the cleanup of this Poot Truck. I gotta figure out the colors at some point, like not only a Puglie, well Puglie doesn't need figuring out, but it's the truck, the design of the box and everything that I gotta figure out. Oh my god, that story is so sad. Yeah, Hachi, like, I had to go to a washroom again in a couple of hours, went to the bedroom, and then, saw, like, all three of them with, like, red, puffy eyes, like, tears and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. The cows are awesome, aww. You'd be surprised by people who think they can get their milk from a cow in the city, and it'd be cheaper. Puglie's eyes are black voids of cuteness, empty with adorableness. Oh, the Q-Berry asked this question earlier that was like, is Puglie no thoughts, head empty, or is he thinking about food? And honestly, like, that's the best description. He's completely no thoughts, head empty, but it's not so much that he's thinking about food, so much so as food just randomly pops up in his head, and then he'll, like, it's almost like when a dog gets surprised by his own farts, he's like, oh, and then he, like, and it's like taco or pizza or something, and then Puglie just realizes he has a thought. Like, he realizes he has a thought, and then he goes and, like, gets whatever it is that's on his mind. I'm shocked they give Puglie a driver's permit. We don't ask or question how Puglie manages to get into the things that he does, but yet we are here. Oh man, but honestly, all of you, thank you so very much for being here for, oh my god, 3 hours. That is, man, my streams have been going super long, but thank you all so much for being here. I mean, for keeping me company enough that I would be here for 3 hours, honestly. Q-Berry, it was so sweet to meet you. I can't wait to meet you over at OtaFest. And Kenny, thank you so much for being here. And I am so glad that you got your taxes figured out because 6 hours to go. Kenny, why? Quan, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you being here. Always fancy seeing you. Please go eat something. Yes, I absolutely will. Mimi, thank you so much for the initial lurk and then being here and chatting with me. Isabe Gay, thank you so much for stumbling here and discovering me and just being here for Puglie. Puglie's having epiphanies all the time. Yes, that is Puglie's life. I joined late, but I'm glad I found this. It's so chill and cute. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much. I mean, definitely at the beginning of the streams, I like, oh, I should just say this as a streamer. I stream every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and usually at the beginning of my streams, it's chats, it's hanging out, catching up on how the week's been, and I try to show off, like, anything that I'm working on or that I have worked on in the week, because I find that at least it builds up enough time to actually do something. Sent, done, and filed. Have a good night, get some food, absolutely. And then near the end, it's me drawing or working on stuff. But let's see, I see at least one streamer that I haven't seen in a while stream. So let's show them some love, and actually let me copy and paste their name because the pop-up window for Twitch scares me, and I never actually know if it's like working. See, and of course, I can't wait to meet in the near future. Thank you for the stream. Qberry, thank you so much. Coco, hey, thank you so much for being here again, Coco. Appreciate you, and thank you so much for, I guess not necessarily introducing me to Q, but at least reaffirming that Q is a great friend to you. Coco, I can't wait to, well, either see you back on stream or see you at my pop-up shop. But otherwise, everyone, thank you all so much for being here. I am definitely gonna run out and get food after I say hi to Bad Carrot Studios. I'll see you all next week on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I always have to remember a time zone. Take care, have a good evening, bye-bye! Okay, stop stream.